Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here and looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Aggies. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Out of the 25, no return attempted there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Slides the quick throw. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. We're not just looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo off.
He's going for a big play downfield. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Looks right for a quick completion. Ball down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Change the pre-snap look now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards. It's a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. Run it on the toss. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. Looking to pass. It's Sullivan. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. Breaks into the open. Out past the 30. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back in cover 2, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instincts once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quarterback making some changes at the line. This time it's complete. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The ball's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff running right. Defense will make the stop, and will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Texas A&M.
Getting set. Here's second down. On the toss play, runner moving left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To throw, it's Sullivan. Looking deep to the right side. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Breaks free in the clear. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Way too much speed in that play. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Wilcox. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And the Ducks will crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. He dumps it off to the tight end. He will head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Paul. They bring him down after a short gain there. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to chuck it again. It's a quick route. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. The Ducks will try to keep this drive moving.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it, you're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
That coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Ducks. They has 6 points. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out to the 25. Return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Sullivan. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. The pass is intercepted.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Looking to pass here on second down. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. Caught by the receiver. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's caught. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Sullivan. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And the Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Ducks, as they put 6 more on the board. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. There's the handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Ball handed off. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Well, when you have a guy that can get to the outside that quickly, use that touch pass to be able to get him on the perimeter, let him use that speed to pick up a first down like this.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking for some space. It's Stewart. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Powering through the defender. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Here's the 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Oh, he makes the catch.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Could take it all the way. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.